I saw the book on Facebook and one of the numerous advertisements that are out there, and I read a lot of philosophy, and it just seemed like somewhat of a philosophical book to it. I liked the way it was put together too. It was kind of cool. Yeah, that was basically the get of it. When I started reading it, it was a lot different than what I expected, just stories and whatnot, and what you gather out of stories. So it was cool to put yourself in in position of each other, of all the characters as you were there, and that's sort of how I read the book and took it. It seemed a little weird to me at first, but like I said, just putting yourself in the position of the characters and trying to understand how they were coming to understand about themselves. And I think there's something that everybody kind of, how do you say this, has a tough time coming to grips with in each other. So that's basically what I got out of the book. And I find that as I'm reading it a second time, starting a second time here, that I'm getting even more insights into the characters. And as I get insights into characters, without sounding arrogant, I think anybody who reads books, they do, how do you say this? They realize a lot of themselves by reading books. I don't know if that even came across right. Yeah, that's pretty much it of the book. I mean, I think it's kind of cool in the way that it breaks your manner of thinking down to instinctual, and then emotional, and of course reason. And I find myself a reasonable person, and yet I do understand the instinct and the hang on here, like you don't want to get into, just like coming to talk to you on the Zoom here. I had a tough time. Like, do I really want to get into this? And here I am doing it. And then the emotional thing, yeah, that's just that's something that personally I've dealt with pretty much all my life, the whole emotional thing. And what I've tried to explain to myself in this is a lot of it is frequency related. It seems to me, when I delve deep into my mind, I find that different frequencies affect me differently. And I'll call that emotion, or you can call it emotion. It's also the instinctual aspect of it too, where you start whoa, and so when I'm starting to feel these feelings coming to me from umpteen amount of areas, from everywhere, because here we are living on the earth, and it's coming from back and forth between you and me, and from everyone else that's around you. I feel that yeah, we have to come to myself, I have to come to grips with it, and I think basically everybody does, that the slightest motion out there develops into an emotion which affects yourself, and you have to handle that, basically cope with it. So coping with your emotions, and I think that's what the book, a lot of it speaks about, from story to story to story. And it's kind of neat the way they're just little short stories, so you don't have to get all engrossed in it and whatnot, and the point comes out relatively quick. And yeah, I think that's why I'm reading it now, because I'm filtering through my emotions and the frequencies out there, and trying to get a grip on just what the heck is happening out there in humanity right now. That's pretty much it, I think. I could probably expand more in another direction if you wanted to go in other directions. Well, how did that? And your name is Urban, correct?